The gambler was about to make the biggest bet of his life. He had made a lot of bets in his life. In fact, his life could be described as one long series of bets that led him to here, the casino. He stole the money for his first bet from his dad's nickel jar. He was able to place a bet on a horse who never finished the race. Gambling had given him thrills and riches, but also destroyed his relationships. His one true love had left him over his gambling. It left him in a hall of mirrors of introspection. And now he was going back to his one true love, one last time, gambling. One final bet to settle all the scores and make his life right. He was dealt his hand, and it looked like a promising start. He was already beating the dealer. The ghosts were returning. He had to concentrate. Of all the hands he had ever played, this was simply the most important ever. The dealer told him, "You've been here before, not this table, but this moment, haven't you?" It barely registered with the gambler. He could feel the increasing gravity of the moment. Everything was at stake. He had drawn a 20. He was very satisfied. He could hardly be beat. Until the dealer turned over 21. The gambler couldn't believe it. Did I misread something? What's going on? This cannot be happening. I need. And all of a sudden, he was transported out of the casino. He was no longer at the table, no longer bound by chips or cards or desperation. He was soaring, spiraling through a cosmos that shimmered with stars like scattered diamonds. And then there was God. God was not a figure, not a man or a woman or a form at all, but a presence, a warmth that enveloped him. And then he heard his voice, God's voice. "You've gambled everything," God said. God asked him why. The gambler said, "I wanted to win, to prove that I was enough, that my life wasn't a waste." "You were always enough, my child. Not in the cards, not in the wins or losses, but in the courage to keep playing, to keep choosing." He saw his life then, not as a string of failures, but as a tapestry of moments, laughter shared, hands held, risks taken. The presence drew closer, wrapping him in a peace he'd never known. "The hand is over," God said, "but you are not." And in that moment the gambler understood. The table, the chip, the dealer, they were all part of a larger game, one he'd never truly lose. He walked out of the casino not a rich man, but a free man, free in the light of creation.